Hello, my name is Martin Alderton from ClarityStressTrauma. The COVID-19 pandemic is causing all sorts of psychological reactions to the strange situations we're finding ourselves in. You might be in lockdown, under shielding measures, working from home maybe, crammed in with children who'd normally be at school. Whatever your circumstances, we think this advice and information could be helpful and relevant to you. This is the second in a series of short videos that we hope will help you to understand and, most importantly, be able to manage some of those distressing and disruptive reactions. In the first video, I talked about the benefits of laughter. In this one, I'm going to describe a method of relaxing that almost anyone can learn to do quickly and use at home, at work, day or night, wherever and whenever you can get a few minutes to yourself. So how are we reacting? Well, you might be reacting in loads of different ways. The point is that some of our reactions can seem odd or even alarming, although they're probably perfectly normal. You might feel disbelief that this is really happening, frustration at having your movements limited, anxiety about jobs and money, fear about health and safety, and so on. Or perhaps you're mostly angry at the disappointments and problems you're facing. During the pandemic, there could be moments of intense fear and helplessness. After all, there's plenty happening that could make you frightened. Fear and helplessness are powerful emotions that can lead to long-lasting and troublesome reactions. Being the creatures we are, when we're faced with frightening information or experiences, we worry a lot. It might be very difficult to think about anything else. Sometimes, of course, we need to think about the situation. Perhaps there are decisions that need to be made, but often we just dwell on our worries without any useful outcome, and that causes tension, emotional tension and muscular, physical tension. What can you do? Well, you might try to distract yourself. This can be a good idea as long as the distraction isn't otherwise unhelpful. Or you might try to suppress or dull your worries with substances like alcohol or nicotine, which can cause even bigger problems. One thing you can do, and which is helpful, is relaxation. Okay, so relaxation isn't a magic cure for anything, but it does have some big advantages. It does help you feel a bit better, and with a bit of practice it becomes quite easy to do. And it's very portable, meaning you can take it with you wherever you go and use it in different places. You can do it as often as you like, you're not going to overdose. And it doesn't have any side effects to worry about. And it isn't addictive. When you don't need it anymore, you can just stop doing it. So good. Why wouldn't you want to try it? So why would you need help relaxing? That's a very good question. In happier times, relaxation can be relatively easy. When I ask people what they do to relax, they might say read a book, listen to music, watch TV, go for a walk. All good stuff. But during tougher times, it can be surprisingly difficult to relax. Our instinctive reaction to threatening situations is to become tense and alert, not to relax. So just when you might find relaxation most useful, it can be really difficult to do. Now, you might try to read, but find you just keep reading the same paragraph over and over. Or you might try to watch TV or listen to music or go for a walk, but your mind is miles away, just going back and back and back to those worries again. To be effective, relaxation should distract and calm your mind and hopefully relax your body as well. So how do you do it? Well, it's a really good idea to learn how to relax before you really need it. So that way you've got it available as a tool in your toolkit for managing reactions. There are various relaxation techniques. I recommend what I think is the simplest, using a slow breathing technique. Now, I'm going to take you through this quite slowly because that's what you should do. You need nothing more than somewhere comfortable to sit. Then put one hand on your tummy. You're going to breathe from your tummy, not your chest. So this hand will help you to know if you're doing it right. Then breathe slowly and gradually get slower and slower. Breathe in through your nose. I suggest counting to 4 as you breathe in. Then open your mouth and count to 5 as you breathe out through both your nose and your mouth. Then take the next breath but see if you can easily make it a little slower than the first. You breathe out for a little longer than breathing in because it's important that your lungs are empty or nearly empty at the end of the breath. When you breathe in, do so naturally and slowly. Don't worry that you have to try and fill your lungs. No, this is a technique that only needs shallow breathing. Now, when you first start, you might find that you're breathing quite quickly. The more tense or fearful you are, the faster your breathing is likely to be. Don't worry, take your time, it'll gradually slow down. Try to see if you can easily make each breath a little slower than the last, just by counting a little bit more slowly. Keep this up for a couple of minutes at least, getting gradually slower with your breathing until it's a nice steady pace. It's important that you concentrate by counting and by making sure you breathe in through your nose and then out through your nose and your mouth. If you lose concentration and let your thoughts wander off, they will tend to go straight back to your worries, which obviously isn't what you want. Once your breathing is nice and slow and steady, you can carry on for as long as you like, counting and breathing slowly. If you want, you can also think about your muscles. Are there any parts of your body unnecessarily tense? If so, try to relax them as you continue to breathe slowly. Whenever it suits you, you can stop counting and concentrating. Hopefully your breathing will remain calm and slow until you decide to start moving or thinking about something else. I suggest you practice every day if you can, even if it's only for a few minutes. That way you'll get good at using this method to relax, so if times get tougher for you, you'll already have a useful tool in your toolkit. Remember, I'm not a virologist, a doctor or a public health official. There is essential advice and information to help you protect your health and that of the people you care about. It's easily available from expert sources. We strongly recommend you visit those sources. Some useful and interesting links will accompany this video, including one to a message from Imogen Wall, who's had several experiences of coping with pandemics. I really hope you found something helpful or reassuring in this video. Thank you for watching.